It had been 2 months without a mystery to solve. Kids were out for the summer, so my homework hunting hustle had dried up. I had been working my way through a tub of red vines when in walked a stranger. He was short and carried a sadness about him that I hadn't seen since the great Toy Story 3 ending of 2010.
I need your help.
I looked down at the half-eaten red vine and made the difficult choice. How can I help you?
My dog is missing. He's the famous Peppy Pally Pepper Pumpernickel Puzzing Likerton.
Did you just say the Peppy Pally Pepper Pumpernickel Puzzing Likerton?
He goes by Mr. P.
I pity the fool.
He's been gone since yesterday. I went to get him out of his trailer and he was gone. He never misses his T-R-E-A-T. I can't believe I'm still spelling.
I'm very busy, but I'll take the case.
I brought this box of toys. I know how great your skills are, but I thought this could help paint a perfect picture of Mr. P.
So you're telling me you contaminated the crime scene? You never move evidence. Fine. I'll take it, but next time, leave the detective work to me.
Fine.
I realized I hadn't caught the stranger's name.
I'm Dee Rector. I'm a filmmaker.
It had been forever since I'd been to a real movie set, and I knew I needed to investigate the crime scene. I could hear some kind of ruckus coming from the set. Seemed like a good chance to investigate.
I already shot with him. We bonded when he played Barack Obama in The First Dog. I was the dog sitter. It was a breakout role.
Well, I want him for my next movie. It's a period piece with Jurassic Park and outer space undertones. And maybe a magic ring for good luck.
So pretty much every Barkbuster ever.
It's going to be the hit of next summer. That's unless I finish my classes and don't have to do summer school, my mom said.
You mean fail? I heard you failed this year.
You get 1 bad grade in chemistry.
Well, I have straight A's. That's why Mr. P wants to work with me.
That's enough bickering between you two beauties. Besides, I bake beautiful biscuits. These are sure to lighten the mood around here. Delicious, delightful, lovely. I brought these to cheer up my good friend Dee Rector. No one can feel sad or mad after tasting a tasty treat from Tasty Baker. Where is Dee Rector anyway?
So all of you were present yesterday? Good. I'd like to ask each of you some questions.
About what?
The disappearance of Mr. P.
I am not guilty. I will never hurt Mr. P.
I'm grateful to be Mr. D's friend. Well, where to begin? Yesterday? Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'm not really used to being interviewed on things. What that I'll be famous says. She wants that dog all for herself. Yesterday, I talked to Dee's lovely neighbor, Tasty Baker. I had just gotten back from my Alaskan voyage. Have you ever cruised a glacier before, miss? My family took me, of course.
I know all of his names. We are friends on and off the screen. Ima could never say that. She's too busy trying to get a Golden Bone Award.
I had just won a baking competition. When I had gotten home, I started baking some treats, keeping Mr. P in mind. I was thinking of going into the dog treat business. I went to set to visit my good friend Dee Rector about how much she wants that dog for herself.
In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she took the dog.
And then I had overheard those two actresses. That's what you call it, right? Anyway, I had heard them arguing over who got to keep the dog for their project. I didn't even know Mr. P was missing. I do know that Mr. D has an insurance policy on Mr. P. Would he have any reason to dognap his own dog? Although those two actresses could have been lying the whole time.
Well, now that I'd spoken to all the suspects,
I'm not guilty.
I needed to go back to my office and I really needed to talk to Dee.
I'm not guilty.
Insurance money? I would never use that.
Well, Tay seems to know all about your plans. She says you told her about Mr. P last night.
What? I never saw her last night. I was out looking for Man's best friend.
So you never saw her last night?
How many times do I have to point that out?
You never saw her last night?
Yes, that's what I just said.
It's elementary, my dear Watson.
My name's Dee. Dee Rector.
Come out, Tay. We have you surrounded.
We know you have the dog.
You can't handle the truth. Houston, we have a problem.
You're not a wizard, Tay.
What? Timmy's got caught down the well? Why did I just say that?
The force is strong with you.
Cut. Take 10. This needs a full rewrite.
You want to know why I did it? It was either the dog or an infinity stone. What? I'm lonely, and joining Thanos just isn't an option.